Okay, we are recording. So welcome Sarita, welcome Aiden, welcome Jody, welcome Matt, welcome Tyler. Hopefully some more will join us. It is kind of unusual time. A lot of people aren't used to Wednesdays. It feels like a Tuesday to me, but I'm all disorientated. So what do we got going on today? Let's see here. We're going to first go to our Google Classroom, kind of get back on track a little bit here. And of course, I don't have Google Classroom open, so it might help if I open that up. Okay. I'm going to try this again. I'm on a laptop, so sometimes I got my windows covering up my other windows. There it is. Oh, that's Finder. Okay, here it is. Okay, you should be able to see this now. I was looking back at one of the Zoom sessions from last week, and when I went into Microsoft Word, I thought open another window. When I had like this open, I thought you guys are watching me with Microsoft Word open, and you didn't see a thing. You saw my cursor moving around this. And then what I was doing, I had Microsoft Word open. All you saw was my cursor, and this was the only thing that was in the window. So Zoom works a little different than when I do like a screen recording. So you see only that specific screen. If I open another screen, you don't see it. So that might seem a little weird. Okay, what do we got going this week? We're getting into a couple of things that in reality are very simple, but some students, not all, but some may be a little bit intimidated by. First, we'll start with smartphone videography. You might say, Mr. Real, you're going to have us look at 2 videos and try to learn about some videography. Yes. Mr. Real, you didn't tell us what the videos are. We have to go find them ourselves. Yes. That's not hard to do. It's called a Google search. Okay. Now, you can do any of them. If you don't have a smartphone, that doesn't stop you from looking up some videos about smartphone videography. You can do a search as smartphone videography. You can do the search as iPhone videography. You can do the search as Android phone videography. And you can do one of each if you want. I don't care. The videography is about using your phone as a video camera. So it'd be what's some tips and tricks. Now they may not always call the video tips and tricks, but it'll be like 9 ways for better photos with an iPhone or 9 ways to better video with an Android phone. And a lot of the photography tips double as video tips because they're very similar. Okay, they're not exactly the same, but a lot of similarities. So if you included a few photography tips in there, I would count it. That'd be okay. So just look up a couple of videos, not hard to do. Most of the videos on these type of topics are 5-10 minutes long, and watch it and just make your own list from it. And it's not hard. And so therefore you got to take a little bit of initiative, not hard to do, and look up some videos. Now, if you have an iPhone, look up iPhone videos. It'll be helpful to you to shoot better video. If you have an Android phone, look up Android videos. If you have neither, then watch any of them that you want, So that should be pretty easy, I hope. It's in my opinion. Okay, now so that's you're going to be doing on your own. Now, before I get to what we're going to do today, I'm going to just mention the video editing assignment. This also is much, much, much easier than you think it is. And I'll be covering this more tomorrow in our next Zoom session. Now, this here is about finding something you can add video with. Now, I put a whole bunch of videos under here. One of it is on how to use Windows 10 for video editing, which means you can use whatever's built into your computer. Now, I don't know if the video editor that comes with Windows is built into your school computer. You have to download from the download center, but there should be a way to add video on your school computer. And I don't know if you need to do any other steps or not. I also got best video editing software for Android. So in other words, you may not realize this. You can edit this project on your phone. You don't have to do it on a computer. You can do it on your phone. Here's another similar video, but it's for editing video on an iPhone. So the majority of you who do have a smartphone or access to an iPad, you can use those devices too. And what are you going to do? All video editing software does the same couple of things. It imports videos or pictures. And if you get real tight for like getting video clips, like you don't know how to shoot any or get any, you can use photos. So make it like a slideshow because the skills are basically the same. Bringing in clips of photos and bringing in clips of little video shots are almost identical. So you're going to get some clips in there. Okay. There's some criteria there in the assignment. You're going to put some titles in there. Okay. They got some kind of way you can click and make titles. Some go over video. Some will just go over like a black background or a blue background or something like that. So you're going to put some titles in. It's not very, very easy. You're going to put in some transitions. That's in between clips, in between photos, where you put in where it might be a fade to black or a cross dissolve or a blur, and they're really easy to do. Then you're going to do a little bit of audio editing. You can get a little bit of music underneath it, or if you want to talk a little bit about whatever it is. And I'm giving you a lot of flexibility on this editing project. You can find pictures, shoot some video clips with your smartphone. If you got a regular video camera, you can do that. You can use built-in webcam on your computer and tape some clips with yourself or your friends or your dog or whatever it is you want to make a little video about. Have some fun with it. If you get into a real bind, you're like, Mr. Real, I really know a good way to video and I can't get video clips. You have my permission to use photos. Okay. You can download photos from the web, use your own JPEG photos. Maybe you went on a trip and you took some pictures and you want to make a little like kind of video slideshow of it. That's okay. If you can't do the video clips, use photos, which are easy to use. Anyone can use it. You can do it on your phone, do it on a computer, do it on an iPad, whatever. Okay, so there's some videos here to help you with that. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Now, this week, we're just getting started in Microsoft Word. And Word is part of the Microsoft Office 365 suite, and it's a word processor. And you're going to be doing these 4 documents here: Appleton, Thomas, Wayland, and Whispering. And there they are right there: Appleton, Wayland, Thomas, and Whispering. There's a tutorial I made using a Mac computer. So you got that there, 17 minutes. There's another tutorial here. I have to look them over to see what the differences are. Maybe they're just 2 different ones on the same thing. And here just how to do bulleting. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to open up one of them, actually one of the harder ones. I'm going to open up Appleton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing this. Okay, I'm going to click share screen, and I'm going to go over to Microsoft Word. Okay. Okay. Can you guys all see this okay? It's a Microsoft Word document.
Yes.
I'm going to look in the chat here. Yes, Jody says yes. So I assume the others say yes too. Okay. So this here is Microsoft Word. It's a word processor, kind of like Google Docs. And you should have it on your school computers. I went over way back in the first week information how you can download it to any device, your personal computers, you can download if you want to like an iPad or something. But for this class, you need the full version. The full version can be found on your school Windows computer. If you have your own real computer, full-fledged computer, you can download for free from that video going back to like week 1. Okay. So once you have it, if you're on your school laptop, you go to the bottom left corner when you're at the main screen. After you log in, you go to the bottom left corner. There's a little square there. That's it. That's all there is in the bottom left corner. You click it, it brings up a list of all the programs on the computer. You scroll down to where you get to Word, probably in the W's, and then you click and open it from there. Now, I saw on one of the students brought in their school Windows computer when they logged in, one of the little tiles in Windows, you know, you guys got them tiles there, little squares. It said like Office 365, but when we clicked it, it brought them to the online only version. So you don't want that. It doesn't have all the features that we need. Now, admittedly, the one I'm showing you, we got two problems right now. We got one that you can only see what's in this window. There's actually menus above it, and I don't think you guys are seeing that. I have a file menu and word menu and insert menu and format and number of other menus. Also, this part right here that you probably can see now, I hope, the home, that's this toolbar right here. Insert, that's this toolbar right here. Now, the Macs have a draw. I don't think the Windows have a draw. So we're going to skip that. There's design. Okay. And so on. Okay. So what do? You're going to have to open up. I'm going to use Appleton for an example. You're going to have to open up. You can print it. If you got a printer and you want to print these out, that's fine. But if you don't have a printer, then just open up in one window the PDF for Appleton. Now, I can't have two windows and have you guys see them at once. So I'm going to leave it in this one where I already opened up one that I can edit. So just a few things. I'm just going to go over a few things on here. The first time you type a document, just what I call rough type. Just type in the text. Don't worry about alignment. Don't worry about bold or italic. Don't worry about any of that. Just type in the text. Now, you might say, Mr. Rio, why does your name and stuff look a little weird there? This is called a header. If I double click up here, this is a different section. Okay, actually, I'm going to take that out right now so it doesn't confuse things. Okay, now I go back to this here. So you're going to have one window open with, say, Appleton, and you may not know how to do everything at first. You may not know how to do bullets. So when you get to like the bulleted section like that, you just type it without the bullets and just hit return at the end of each line, and you can come back later and I'll show you how to do the bullets. So first thing is you got to get comfortable with Microsoft Word. Also, I want you to name the files the same names that I share them with you. So if they're Appleton, Wayland, Thomas, and I forgot the other one is, that's what you're going to name them. One's going to be Appleton, one's going to be Wayland, one's going to be Thomas, and whatever the fourth one is, I forget right now. So now where do you save that? Can you save it in your school OneDrive? Do you make a folder on your desktop, on your computer? Where do you save it? Any of the above is okay with me. If you want to save it in OneDrive and, you know, that's easy for you to do that. If you don't want to save it in OneDrive, then make a folder on your desktop and save them there. Okay, that might be easier for you. So whichever options work good for you. Now, you notice where the names of each file comes from. This one here, Donna Appleton, that's her last name. So that's where the Appleton file gets the name Appleton. But if it's Appleton, I want named Appleton. When you submit it to me, you're going to submit all four of these. You're going to make 4 documents, and you're going to submit them to me. And one's going to be Appleton, one's going to be Wayland, one's going to be Thomas, and I'll have to look up where the other one is. Okay? So you're going to make each one, save it, name it, and then submit it to me when you're done. So yeah, you will submit 4 documents for this assignment. You can do that. You can turn in and submit 4 different documents. Or when it comes to files, there might be a way you can bring them all in there at once and upload them at once. But one way or the other, I'm going to get 4 documents to check from you. Now, when you first type things in, it might look something like this. There's a default margin. This is called a margin. The view that we're in is referred to as the print layout. Now, you can't see that right now, but I'm opening up the I'm going to open up the view menu up here, and that's print layout is the default. That's what we're going to use for our view. So you see a ruler here. If you don't see the ruler, go to the view menu, and you can select ruler. Now, I'm doing that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys probably can't see it. I don't know. Now, it's going to have margins in here. Now, if you can, change the margins to 1 inch all the way around. If you're not sure what to do, you can leave it. It'll be a little narrower, but it'll look a little better if it's 1 inch all the way around. So you might need to look that up. How on Windows do I change margins to 1 inch all the way around. By default, the left one is 1 1/4 inch. Now, in this case here, we just type the address. I'm actually going to take that out. Okay, say I want to do the date there. Okay, I got my cursor there. I can go to the insert menu. I don't know if you can see this popping up here or not. And I'm going to go to, there's actually a menu I popped up. It's from way up above here. It says insert. And I'm going to go to date. It's called date and time. Now, if you can see this, great. If you can't see it, it brings up a whole bunch of formats for dates. So I'm going to bring up the most standard one where it's got just the month, day, and year, like that. Okay, notice I changed it to today's date. I'm not picky. If these got old dates on them and you want to change it to today's date, that's okay. Okay, so don't worry about that. Then you type in here Ms. Donna Appleton, so on. Now, how do you get that little TH in the 45th? When you go to type 45th, you just type 45 and put a TH. It'll automatically do that. Just, type that, put a TH, hit spacebar, and it'll automatically jump up there and look like that. And after the state here, you always put 2 spaces before the zip code. Okay, so make sure you hit 2 spaces there. Otherwise, this is pretty self-explanatory. Same with this part here. Now, this part here, when you type a paragraph, make sure you don't hit return until the very end of the paragraph. Now, after you type this, now another thing that's going to happen is this is going to wrap. Wrap means as you type and it gets to the end, it's going to automatically go to the next line. Now, if you're looking in another window at the one that I shared with you, do not worry at all if it wraps in the same way. In other words, mine might have cut off at the word some, yours might not cut off until aspect or vice versa. So don't worry about that. Just let it go all the way down here. I'm going to click on something called this button up here. Shows me the invisible marks. So this one that looks like a backward P in blue, that's a paragraph. Now in Word, a paragraph is you type a line and hit return, that's a paragraph. It could be one word, it can be a sentence, it could be 4 sentences. So in other words, it's not an English class definition of paragraph. It's a Microsoft Word definition of paragraph. If you see when I clicked on this button right here, it shows all the hidden symbols. See how I hit return right after the date, and then I hit twice, and I hit return again, and so on. So that's how you know where return was hit. Now, this is first paragraph here. I didn't hit return till the end, which should be the way you do it, which means all this here is going to wrap. It's based on the size of your font, your spacing, and your margins. So while you're typing, just let go. Don't hit return on purpose until you get to the very end. And you're going to do the same thing with the second paragraph and the fourth paragraph. Now, what's in between here, it's not really a paragraph, but I'll just call it third paragraph, are these 3 lines right here. And they all have a return at the end of each, which is okay. And they're in all caps. So these are here we want in a bulleted list. So I'm going to turn off the hidden figures here first. I'm going to highlight this here. And the easiest way you do it is up in if you're under the home tab over here, one of these should be bullets. So there it is right there. I'm going to click there and it puts in bullets. And then it's got this here lined up. It looks good. I'll be showing you other methods for that on future stuff. Now, this text right here, I just highlight, that's in italic. So you just highlight that and click the I for italic over here. And then down here, we got Visa, make it bold, and MasterCard, make it bold. Okay. And this last paragraph, you just type as is, and then hit return at the end. Now, how do you get this here? Sincerely, Janet, whatever. That's where the ruler comes in. If you look up here, I lined it up at the 4-inch mark. Now, way up here, this date should also be lined up there. So I'm going to put my cursor at the beginning of February right there. I literally going to use the tab key. So I press tab, 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 and that's it. Because every time you hit tab, unless you make custom tabs, it's going to go half of an inch. So we want it lined up at the 4-inch marker. That's very common in a lot of professional documents. Now we're going to scroll down here and we're going to put in, you can hit the tab until brings you over to 4. And you can do the same thing there and there. And leave about 3 or 4 spaces in between here. Okay, we want bigger than double space, but it doesn't have to be real big. Then this little thing down here, it's about that there's an enclosure. JMT is this lady here, Janet Treckle. And MS is a person who actually typed it. Could have been her secretary or assistant or somebody like that. And it's in lowercase on purpose. So you know that that's something different. Okay, so you're going to make 4 simple documents. Now, when you go to save it, I don't know if you can see this or not. Maybe not. Okay. If you're on the school Windows computer, it's probably going to go straight to OneDrive, which is fine. And mine, I'm just saving in a folder on my desktop. So that's okay for me. Then when it comes time, you got all 4 of these documents done. You go to the assignment, you go to submit, you submit all 4 of them, and then turn in. So that'll take a little bit getting used to. Okay, so today, what main thing was an introduction to the Microsoft Word. And I'll be honest, you're going to have to click around and figure a lot of it out yourself. Don't be shy. Click on the menus, click on the toolbars, look up any videos, watch the videos I shared with you. And that's going to be your secret to success in Microsoft Word. If you don't watch any of the videos, don't watch any tutorials, don't listen to much I say, don't look stuff up on the internet, you might be able to figure it all out. Maybe you'll be fine, but chances are you won't be. Chances are you'll miss some important information or key stuff that you need to do. So I'm on Thursday, I'm going to focus more on actually editing a little bit in Microsoft Word. And I'm also going to focus on doing some editing in Windows. So like I said, the video project this week, I'm calling it a video project. I want you to have transitions and titles and clips and have some fun with it and put in some audio, which can be music or somebody like yourself talking on camera or on even phone, or I'd say phone. You can do narration, you can do it on camera. And then editing together. You can use your phone to do it, shoot and edit it. You can use an iPad. You can use your Windows computer. So you can do it. I'm not picky on the topic. If you got a pet and you want to make some video clips or pictures of your dog or your cat, that's okay. If you got some hobby or interest you want to tell us a little bit about, maybe you already got some pictures and video clips you can use. If you just want to go tape some people, doing something that's, it's got to be school appropriate. You can be a little creative, make a little scenario or a scene from like a movie or TV show or something. So have some fun with it, and it shouldn't be that hard to do. Okay, without further ado here, I think that's pretty much it. Anybody have any questions? I'm looking in the chat. Okay. Now, as far as back work, without naming names, some of you got some work for me probably that you owe. I'm going to be working on grades tonight, so today would be a great day to get some of that old work in if it's not already in. And if you do got some stuff you turned in that simply needs grading, send me an email with a list or a text, and then, I can make sure I get your stuff graded. Okay, without further ado, everyone have a great day. It's 2:24. Stay warm. Did you get my website? Okay, I'll be working on grades tonight. So if you did turn stuff in, if you haven't sent me an email reminder, now you don't have to send me email reminders for stuff due in the last week. But if it's something that you're doing from like week 2 or something that's a couple of weeks behind, send me an email about that. I'll be checking as much as I can find. So if I don't have a grade by tomorrow, let me know. And also parent teacher conferences will be coming up here soon. So there'll be information going to your parents to sign up to Zoom with me. That's how we're doing them this year. Instead of having them come in, we'll have signups where they can sign up and can Zoom with me and we can talk about you. So tell your parents about that. They'll be coming out. Keep their eyes and ears open. Might be a mail letter coming home with the details. Okay, so have a great day. Stay warm. We're here. I'm going to go work on some video projects now, and I'll be grading assignments tonight. So hopefully I'll get to a lot of the ones that need to get caught up. Okay, have a great day. Get this stuff done. Take care, Jotty. Take care, Colin and Hanson and Sarita and Tyler. Okay. See ya.
Bye, Mr. Rio. Can I do
Are you
a
trying to talk
cooking
to me? I
one?
can't hear you.
Can I do a cooking one?
Like
a cooking
I have
video?
anything turned off. Oh, I got my audio up.
How do I do my audio?
Yep, now and I can hear you. Now you're loud. Yeah. You went from nothing to loud. So okay, how you doing? What's up?
Can I do a cooking video?
Yes, that'd be awesome. If you can do that, if you want, do you have a smartphone you could shoot video clips with? Yeah, awesome. Yep, if you can figure out a way. Now, you could be in the video and have someone else shoot the clips. You can have someone else cook and you could shoot the video. Whatever works for you is fine for me. And you can have video clips. If you want to have some photos in there, you can put in too. I treat a photo like a video clip. So, yeah, go for it. You could talk about while you're shooting it. You can edit the whole thing on your phone if you want.
Yeah, I learned something really cool today because I was doing that video assignment too.
Yep.
The other one. If I click the down arrow twice.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know? Yeah. And when you look up some videos, because you're going to have to look up some videos on whatever software you use.
I couldn't find any except for like one video.
Yep.
So I did one on my mom's phone.
Okay. Yep. Whatever works. Whatever works. Just do your best. We're talking simple project here, real easy, nothing too hard, and have some fun with it.
And then I learned how to do a screenshot.
Okay. Yep. Awesome.
I didn't know how to do it at first either.
Yep. You learn something new all the time. There's a lot of stuff. I have a ton I need to learn about my phone. There's so much out there, you know?
Yeah, I only had 2 videos on my phone to start with because I just recently got my phone like the ending of 8th grade going to 9th grade.
Okay.
So I have no idea what I'm doing with my phone.
Well, have some fun with it. Try to come up with some project. I did move the due date back to Monday, so you got not only the next couple of days, but you also got the weekend if you need it.
Right.
Yep. Okay, well, good luck. We'll be in touch. Take care. I got to go take care of a few things, and you have a good day.
Yep.